Hi everyone, this is a tutorial about how to plan your degree and navigate the grad planner. So when you first pull it up, you're going to see two different sections. You've got the calendar section on the left and then the requirements and courses section on the right. Let's go over the calendar section first. What I tell students to do is click on this View All Semesters button. This changes the view so that you can see the whole calendar year in front of you. If you like the other layout better, that's okay. I personally prefer this layout, but try both and see which one you like. Now, here's what you're going to see. The first thing you're going to see is the current catalog year, but if you want to look at a future catalog year or a previous catalog year, you're going to just click on this down arrow and it will open it for you. So, like this, but let's just look at this catalog year right now. So let me talk about the different color codes that you'll see here. The first one is this light blue. The light blue color means that you are currently enrolled in this course. I am currently enrolled in these courses for winter 2021. Now, the green color code is that these classes have been planned for me in the future. I have not yet taken them, but they have been planned. And then what we'll see up here is we've got this dark blue color code, meaning I've taken the course and I've passed it. This means you will not have to retake the course. You got a good enough grade and you never have to take it again. Congratulations, it's awesome. Now this red color code means that you've either failed a course and you need to retake it if it's a degree requirement, or I'll give you an example. If I try to plan a class that has prerequisites that I have not planned yet, for example, Art 235, we'll just put it in the spring section right here. It's going to pull up red, saying that I'm missing prerequisite requirements. So that's what those different color codes mean. Now, if you are wanting to change the general amount of credits you want to take a semester, you can go up here and then you can edit the amount of credits. Another thing that students usually have questions about are these green and gray boxes. What they are is the grad planner is giving you suggestions on what they want you to take. Now, I personally tell students to ignore them. I feel like they make planning a lot more difficult. Just make your grad plan according to how you need to have it done, and ignore these green and gray boxes. Ignore the credit count that comes with them, because when you finish your grad plan, they'll go away. So that is this side of the calendar. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think the last thing is just to add a calendar year button. If you feel like you need extra time, you can add a calendar year. Also, if you are wanting to do the summer session, let me remove that. You can add a summer session right here. Now, the glitchy thing with adding a summer session is I personally have had this issue where I've tried to add a course that I know is in fact offered during the summer, but for some reason when I tried to add it to the summer session, it won't let me add it. So what I usually do personally is create a random semester maybe at the end of my grad plan and plan my summer session classes here, and just keep a mental note or write it down that although they're planned for fall 2024, I'm actually wanting to take them in summer 2021. So that is the calendar side of the grad planner. Now let's go to this requirements and courses section. So what you're seeing is 3 tabs. You've got your general education, your degree, courses, and your electives. Let's look at the degree tab first. So you've got your 3 certificates that you're wanting to complete, and they don't put them in the order that you're wanting to complete them for some reason, so don't worry about what order it's showing in the grad planner. But let's say that I decide I want to do this certificate first. So my first step is to plan my first certificate. So I'm going to go through and go down, and you'll see the different courses that are required for my certificate, and then next to each of them there is a plus sign. So I'm going to add the course to spring 2021, if that's when I want to take it. And then we'll let it load for a second. And now you'll see it applied within the calendar. Now, two side notes. Let's say that you completed some courses at a previous school, like Pathway or a previous university, and you're not seeing it in the grad planner yet. There might be a few reasons for this. If you are seeing your transfer credits within your degree audit, give the grad planner another week to load everything. It's about a week behind of the actual degree audit. So sometimes students see courses in their degree audit that they've transferred, but they're not showing up in the grad planner. Give it a week, and then if it doesn't show up a week later, please let us know and we can see what's going on. Another thing is if it's your first semester, your transfer credits might still be being evaluated. Especially with COVID, we had a huge influx of new online students, and so it's just taking longer for our transfer credits to be evaluated. Now, if you're still waiting and it's been more than you're past your first semester, please talk to us because that should not, like, they should be showing up at that point. But let's see here. So you're gonna go back to this. You're gonna go through and plan your courses. Now, just a side note, with a lot of these certificates, you're going to see this career development class as a requirement. What the department has asked the online students to do is take this course the very last semester they're finishing their certificate. So let's say you're finishing your certificate, you just have this health communications class left. You're going to take career development with that class because it's your last class for the certificate. So the first thing you'll do is plan this first certificate, and then the second thing that you'll do is you're going to finish your quantitative reasoning, writing, and college success sections. Now, college success, if you completed the Pathway program, you will have already completed this requirement. But if you haven't completed the Pathway program, you will need to take online university skills. It's a 1-credit class. It should be pretty easy. You will want to take it with your other generals. So you'll take that course if you haven't taken it already, and then with the writing section, there are 2 requirements. I took my English classes a few semesters prior. The beginning English class that they have students take now is called English 150. It's the same class as this, they've just changed the course code since I've taken it. You're going to plan English 150 in your degree planner. After you take English 150, you need to complete your second degree, your second English course. And what you'll see here, it's not showing it again because I've already completed the requirement, but you'll have 4 different options. The first 2, English 301 and Business 301, are English classes that online students can take. The other 2 are not offered online. So you will want to pick between those 2 classes, and you will want to plan them. And once you complete these 2 requirements, you've finished your English requirement. And then the last general requirement that you'll finish after completing your first certificate is the math requirement. And unless you've transferred an equivalent course from a previous university, you're going to take Math 108X. This is the only class that's available online for our online students. So once you do these 3 sections, you're going to go back to the degree section and complete your second certificate. So you'll go and you'll plan your second certificate. Then once you do that, you'll go back to general education and plan your breadth 1 and 2 course requirements. So what these are is they are made up of 3 different subjects. You've got natural science, art and humanities, and social science. The first requirement is that you take 1 class from each of these sections. And what you'll see if you haven't already completed the requirement is a list of different options you can take. Before you add a course, make sure that it's offered online. So you'll go to a new tab in Google. And then you're going to search BYU Idaho online course list to Google. And the first link that pops up is the one that you're going to want to select. So this website just shows all of the classes that we offer online. And the search bar can be a little glitchy sometimes. So what I usually recommend to students is look in the center section and try to find the course code that they're looking for. They have it all in alphabetical order. But this is a very important website and you're going to want to remember it. So make sure that the breadth courses that you choose are found within this list. So To complete the first breadth course requirement, you're going to take one course from each of these sections. Now for the second breadth course requirement, what you're going to do is take 2 additional courses from 2 different sections. So for example, you could take one class from art and humanity and then one class from science, or one class from social studies and one class from art and humanities. You cannot take 2 classes from the same section. So I could not take 2 art and humanities courses or 2 science courses. I have to take 2 classes from 2 different sections. So that's how you plan that last breadth requirement. Now, let's look at these religion requirements really quickly. They're a little different than these ones because it is okay for you to take religion requirements every semester, even with your certificates. So if you want to take a religion requirement while you're finishing your first certificate, go for it. These are a little bit more flexible. Again, you'll just go to these different sections and you'll see the different requirements that they have for you. Now, once you finish all of your generals, you're going to go back to the degree section and finish planning your last cluster or certificate. Once you do that, you're going to want to check for a few things. So again, once you finish planning both of these tabs, you want to check first thing that you have enough upper division credits that you've planned. You'll see that every course has a code that goes with it. So for example, my calculus class is Math 112X. Advanced courses are courses with a course code of 300 or higher, so it could be a 300 or 400 level class. As a BYU Idaho student, if you want to get a bachelor's degree through us, you have to complete 15 credits worth of upper division courses. And they have to be specifically completed through BYU Idaho. Now, if you took English 301 through us, you'll see that you've already completed at least 3 upper division requirements because this is an upper division course. If you didn't complete it through us, then you will have to take additional upper division courses until you have that 15 credit. You've got that 15 credit requirement. So what you're going to want to do is check and see if you took that writing class or plan that writing class. And then you're going to look through your different certificates and see how many credits worth of upper division courses they offer. So you'll see in my child and family advocacy certificate, they've got 3, 6, 9, possibly 9 if I choose to take, possibly 9. So 9 credits. So far, I'll have 12 credits of upper division courses. Let's say that none of my other certificates have upper division courses and I only have 12. What I need to do now is go to my electives tab and go back to the online course list and look for an upper division course that I could take as an elective until I get to that 15 credit requirement. Now let's talk about electives really quickly. You want to make sure that you've reached 120 credits. Also, if you've transferred a lot of credits to BYU Idaho, you have to make sure that you've completed at least 30 credits through us in order to get a bachelor's degree. So if you're lacking in any of those requirements, you have to take some additional electives. So my goal for the end of this plan is that I want this unplanned number to be at 0 and then my total number to be at 120 credits. So you'll see here that I have 12 additional credits of electives that I need to take. So I'll go back to the online course list and I'll look through my different options. Now if you have like 15 credits, like elective credits left, you could do a 4th certificate if you wanted to. You can't declare it in the grad planner because it won't let you declare more than 3, but you could just go to the BYU Pathway website, find a certificate that you might be interested in that you've either completed the prerequisites for, or it's an introductory certificate, and plan it as your electives. Now, as you search for electives, you're going to click on the Search Courses button, and you're going to search the course here, and then it will give you the option to add. Now, once you finish planning your grad plan, you can click this Validate button. And once you validate your plan, you can make this your declared plan, and that will help you finish. That will be when you finish completing your grad planner. You can edit it after you declare it. Nothing is set in stone. Also, if these alerts come up, you'll want to read them and see what errors they're giving you. And if you have any questions or other errors, please let us know and we'll be able to help you. Thanks, guys.